Welcome back, coin roll hunters. Thanks for joining me, Matthew the Great, coin roll hunter. I've got another roll out of that $500 box of quarters in this epic coin roll hunt. So let's get into it. First thing I like to do is check these enders for any obsolete coinage. Now these are going to be any antique quarter designs from 1930 or older, which will include the Standing Liberty quarters, the Barber or Liberty headquarters, and the Liberty seated quarters. Also, anything else interesting, like 1967, I was really hoping we had a silver Washington, and that one we still don't know. But without that, let's get into it. So I'm going to get out of the way here while we tear into this roll. Okay. Now we're going to be looking for silver quarters. These will be 1964 and older. They're going to have smooth edges more than likely. If I can get the focus right. There we go. And we're going to be looking for something that's dark gray, light gray to a black even, and solid, where these new contemporary coins are, well, got a couple of them here. So this is a 1988. It's a clad coin. You can see that copper band in there. There we go. Sandwiched between two nickel layers. And then here's one of the new coins. Hey, all right, a Kansas. We're looking for that one. And it's got a clad layer as well. Sometimes they've got the nickel layer will wrap around the edges. Like here's one of those. And they look like they're solid, but they're actually clad. I don't know, I think it's just the light reflecting off of the reading or something. Makes it hard to read on the edges. But anyway, it doesn't look like, let me put this roll back together. Doesn't look like we've got any silver in this one. But I did manage to pull out this Kansas. Now, what we could be looking for on here is actually on the other side of the coin. And it's called the In God We Rust Filled Die Variety. And it's an error coin because the T in trust is actually filled with grease. And that has caused a light strike to be on the T there. And so it says In God We Rust. Now, I believe that's actually found on the Philadelphia minted coin. You'll know that by the capital P mint mark. So, unfortunately, this isn't the In God We Rust coin, but not so bad for pulling that one right out of the middle. All right, so we'll get on with the hunt here. So, with no obsolete coins or silver found so far, we are looking for a variety of error coins and die varieties, like that Kansas coin that we just saw. So those dates, I'll just read off the states, actually. Those are easier. Wisconsin, Minnesota, Kansas, of course, Delaware, Arizona, and Colorado. Now, each one of these will show a different type of error on the coin. And the 50 state quarters program is just chock full of errors. So I didn't have a long enough list. You could have a pretty long list, and it would take you a while to go through these coins looking for every single one of them. Also, this is my birth year, 1983. If you see yours float across the screen here, make sure you shout it out below. If this was a 1964, we'd be looking at a 90% silver quarter. So that's the oldest coin we've found so far. Now we're also looking for birds in the 50 state quarter program. And so there's nothing really special about the birds other than I just think they're cool, for one. Here we go, Maine, and this one's on our list. This is the last bird on our birding list. So let me tell you a little bit about birds in the 50 state quarter program. So I've done some research on the 50 state quarter program, and birds are actually the most common symbol integrated into the state designs, and that's probably because of the state bird that each state has. Some states even have multiple state birds. So, but what we're going to do is I'm going to cover this coin on an episode tomorrow called Big Money where we put it under the microscope, and we're going to take a closer look at these birds here, and we're going to find out about what those birds are. And then we'll also discover some of the different elements that create this design, as well as who designed them and who engraved them for the coin. So it's a really cool show, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, but also ring that bell next to the subscription button, because you don't want to miss another episode. So really cool numismatic information, and that's just information about the history of coins and what's on them and why. So we'll set this coin aside to finish off our birding series in the 50 state quarter program. So now it's really exciting because we're just looking for those coin errors. I'm going to get off the screen here. So now here's another bird in our list here. This one's Pennsylvania, and I'll leave a link below in the descriptions for the big money episode for this coin. But you see a bird there on the staff. I believe that's a bald eagle, if I remember right. And so this way, learning more about the coins makes them just a little bit more familiar. So next time you get them in your pocket change, they'll seem more familiar to you. So anytime you can learn a little bit more about coins, I think is a good thing. So, all right, so here's 86. Don't forget to shout out your birth year if you see it. Now what we're really looking for is a Philadelphia minted Kansas State quarter to finish out our small list of die varieties and errors, and hopefully we come across one of those again. Here's another bird in our 50 state quarter program. That's actually a brown pelican, and I'll leave a link below to the big money episode for this coin, and we'll learn about what all of these symbols mean. So really interesting stuff. So here's Ohio, no birds in Ohio. If you want to see a comprehensive list of everything we're searching for in this $500 box of quarters, I'll leave a link below to the official list that kicks off this series. And you can see in detail everything that we're looking for in the descriptions below that video. Well, that is the last quarter in this roll. So we did come out victorious. We've got ourselves our main state quarter with some birds on it. Now, they're not really very well pronounced, but those are birds, and I'm counting them. So this is our last bird on our 50 state birding list. So tune in tomorrow where we cover that in big money. And if you've got any coin-related questions, make sure you ask those in the comments below this video. So until I see you tomorrow on Big Money, this has been Matthew the Great, Coin Roll Hunter, and I'm wishing you happy hunting.